Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. So I have a very special guest. This is Santos. This is aka PR Firecracker here on YouTube, the Gram, TikTok, all the above. So we are actually on video 2. We just filmed the video for his channel. Now we are filming one for mine, and I have no makeup on because he's gonna be doing my makeup.
Yeah, right now. I'm super excited to be here, and I'm so happy that we are doing this. We are going to kill it today. She's about to be a whole brand new woman.
Yes, I literally told him, I was like, do everything that I don't do for myself because I'm not comfortable with it. So that is what he's going to do, and yeah, like that's it. We're just gonna do my makeup, and yeah. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's jump into the video.
So I'm going to go ahead and start off her eyes with the P. Louise eyeshadow base in Groomer number 2. I am just taking this on the back of my hand, y'all. And I'm just going to go ahead and just put it all over her eyes.
So he is a professional makeup artist.
Oh, you going to talk through this? Go ahead, girl.
He is professional.
She's the host, y'all.
And literally, I haven't had my makeup done since I think for my senior prom.
That is a long time.
And I got it done at MAC. How funny is that?
So how was your experience?
I think I looked fabulous.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I loved it.
Somebody's calling you, love.
That's fine. He's good. Calls me all day long.
Who's that?
My cousin.
Oh, good. That's cute. I love that.
Yeah. But yeah, I haven't had my makeup done in years. Because I'm always just doing it myself. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Like,
you control freak. It's alright.
So I'm giving Santos free reign. I kind of told him like what I wanted. Like cut crease, you know.
Yeah, and I know I'm gonna stay within the perimeter of your comfort zone.
Make sure you like smoke out my lower lash though.
I got you.
Because you know I hate doing that myself.
I know. Don't worry. I definitely want to keep this video, you know, as true to you for, you know, your viewers.
I'm sure they would appreciate a little bit.
A little bit of extra glam.
Sorry. No, we're doing glam. We're going to full coverage.
Yeah, definitely.
The whole 9 lashes.
Yeah, I definitely can't wait to finish off this eye. I know this eye is going to be fire, but the next time we're definitely going to do an eye with color.
100%.
But I'm definitely going to keep it neutral and smoky, but sexy, you know?
Yes.
Alright, so our P. Louise base is on. I do like to make sure I do bring it outwards, only because this area is so important and it's still a part of the eye. It really does make a difference when you do bring out eyeshadow that far.
See, I feel like I have a problem like doing that. Like I can never get like the swoop right.
No, listen, it is all in practice. I did bring 2 new brushes, detail brushes, so I am gonna just use them. Yes, she's getting the treatment.
Can you give them like your backstory? Like tell them about like what you did at MAC, Bobbi Brown, how you're a queen and you killed the game.
You're so silly. So, alright, before we get into my story, I am going to be using the Natasha Denona Glam palette.
You guys know, this is my go-to. If I need to look good and feel good, this is like my feel-good palette.
It is, and I love the color. So I am going to use this brown here.
They're not in the right order, so don't take my palette for word. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to use this darker brown, and I'm going to use that on her outer V. We're going to start building up the dimension before we actually get into cutting the crease. As far as my story, I've been doing makeup professionally for about 11 years. All right, I'm going to start here. Okay. So I'm going to turn you this way. Okay. All right. So I've been doing makeup professionally for 11 years. I have worked for MAC. MAC was the longest job I ever had. I was with them for 7 years, and then they did not have a position for me in 2018, so I did leave the company because after so long you're like, whoa, if y'all can accommodate me, you know. You want like progression and stuff. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I was kind of feeling stagnant because it was 7 years. I was doing the same thing, so I was like, let me try something new. So opportunity came to work for Bobbi Brown, but Bobbi Brown wasn't it for me. It was no artistry there. It was more beauty. So for all my beauty girls, that's definitely, all my natural girls, that's the brand for them, but not for me. It's
so funny. Every time you see something that's like neutral, you're like, oh, very Bobbi Brown. That is so Bobbi Brown. It makes me laugh.
Right, and that's what I was saying about, remember when I was saying about Rare Beauty?
He was like, it's very Bobbi Brown. Like,
it's very Bobbi Brown, but Rare Beauty actually has a lot more pigment than Bobbi Brown.
Yeah, Rare Beauty is really nice.
I'm liking it because of you. That's crazy. You see, you have to influence. Yeah, so I'm glad that, you know, this is not a brand that I'm like stuck to when it came to like Bobbi Brown, but I'm glad that, you know, I did my little 2 years and it wasn't for me. So, alright guys, so after the dark brown, we just focus it right here, and then I'm going to start building the fade with a lighter shade. I'm going to, oh, you said they're not in the right place, right?
They're not in the order, yeah.
All
just
right.
go.
Just keep going, okay.
Sorry guys.
Yeah, so yeah, that's it. And ever since then, I took a break from makeup professionally, and that's when we started working together.
And you had just started your channel around the same time.
Yeah,
started, right?
Absolutely. Just because, regardless of where I am, like makeup is always gonna be my thing. So I'm like, no, we're gonna keep it here.
There's just something about makeup that just makes you feel good.
Right.
Like if you're like in a dark place, like I know it sounds so silly and people say it all the time, but like makeup is like a mend almost. You know what I mean? Like you put it on and you just feel your best.
Right, exactly. Like, it does, it's like a confidence booster. If you do it right, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Alright. So again, I'm just focusing on the crease. I am gonna make her eyelid just a little bit more dramatic. We're gonna go there with you.
We love this.
And the great thing about this is like, makeup is about having fun, guys. Don't forget about that. I feel like a lot of people get so caught up in looking a certain way. Like we all want to look our best. We all want to look better. But like makeup is supposed to be fun too. Don't forget that aspect of it. And you know, you can pretty much do whatever you want with makeup. And at the end of the day, it comes off. I feel like people get so stuck on like, oh my god, it's permanent.
It's the social media of it, you know what I mean? Because people post and like, for example, like Michaela, she's really talented. You know what I mean? She kills it with those colorful looks and like, it's intimidating.
Yeah, it can be.
You see like what she does and you're like, okay, how do I recreate this? And if I don't recreate it, are people gonna like me?
Right.
You know what I mean? If I don't do it as good, are people gonna like appreciate me and still like come to my channel? And I think that's like kind of like what my message is, or like what I would like my message to be, is that makeup is fun.
Yeah.
You know?
And
like you don't have to look like everybody else. Everybody's different. And it's really hard for me to say that because I always find myself comparing. It's like even like how you do your makeup. I'm like, oh my god, he's so talented. Like how does he do it like this? You know what I mean? But you have to just remember that. You're unique in like your own way.
Exactly. That's exactly the message that we have to relay. Like no, listen, perfection is not a thing. It's not.
You can strive for it, but you're never going to get there. Trust me. I strive for it every day.
I'm dead. I'm dead. But she's pretty perfect, if you ask me.
I love you, thank you.
You're welcome. No, it's true. It is so true. Alright guys, so I'm blending out the darker color with this lighter brown. This lighter brown. Shade. So guys, what I recommend when you are doing this, to not worry too much about the mess that this is about to create. Like if you're so focused on how it's looking right when you're blending, it's never going to come together. You just have to believe in the process and just keep going. Move forward and watch everything come together. Just believe in the process, y'all. It takes time. But you know, baddies continue to do their makeup until it's completely done, okay? That's what we're doing here. Yeah.
Me and Ray were talking about, Ray's one of our coworkers, and I was talking about like doing eyeshadow, and I was like, sometimes I'll spend 30 minutes on each eye. Like, you know what I mean? He was like 30 minutes just on each eye. I'm like, I'm like.
I mean, are you talking about for a tutorial, or you mean in your everyday life?
Like, I mean, if I'm going out, and like I need it to be perfect,
right.
like I'll spend my like time and really blend and make sure everything's nice. And,
right. Of course.
You gotta make sure that everything's blended. That's the biggest thing.
Of course.
Is blending.
So, no, I agree. But people don't understand. Makeup is art. It truly is art. And if you don't understand that, you're never gonna appreciate makeup.
Yeah. I love makeup. I've loved makeup ever since I was like in middle school. And like I had no clue what I was doing, so I would buy like whatever my mom would buy, and obviously she would buy like CoverGirl and like Revlon. And like my mom was always like more tan than me or darker than me. So I used to always wear like her shit, and it would like be like orange, and then my neck would always be brown. Like people knew me as like the girl that doesn't blend her makeup. Like
the Jersey Shore girl.
That was me in high school. It's so terrible. And my best friend Michelle used to always tell me, and I used to fight with her and be like, my stuff is blended. What are you talking about? So now like it's like I'm traumatized from it. I always make sure I bring it down the neck down.
Yeah, listen, but you
never want to be that girl. It's cute to be like a shade darker, but like I was doing like 4 or 5 shades. Same. Yeah. Like I think we all did that.
Yeah, absolutely. It is, but you learn, you live and you learn. All right, guys. So not to cut you off, I'm just re-intensifying all of the colors now because when you do blend, a lot of the times the darker shades go ahead and fade. So we just want to go ahead and re-intensify. There's a lot of, with the cut crease, it's a lot of back and forth. So we want to make sure though that the darkest shadow is really dark because once we clean up the crease, that line has to be there. Otherwise, it's not going to be considered a cut crease. Alright, so again, if you guys are seeing this, it looks very like, she looked like she has a black eye. But don't worry, all of that will be cleaned in a moment.
I love that I can't see what's going on. So I'm just going to be like totally shocked when it's done.
Alright, so I'm going to do this eye on camera and then we're just going to get off and finish the other eye off the camera. So again, I'm just doing that second shade. When I'm doing this, guys, on the actual dark shade, when I'm doing the second shade, 50% of my brush is on the actual dark shade and 50% of it is on the skin. And that's when you start creating that soft gradient effect. And as we go up towards the brow bone, our brush is going to get more fluffier. So this is my second brush, and now I'm going to go into a bigger brush. This is Danielle's brush, and I'm just going to take a lighter shade, and I'm just mixing two of the grays just to get a soft transition, and that's going to be more of the shade that's going to be towards the brow bone.
You should do like a master class. A master class.
You know what, with working all like retail and with everything, I feel like I've done it all. Like this influencer life is a completely different life, you know? So I'm like, do I really need to be doing a master class? I mean, if you guys want one, I can do that.
When you like get to like your 2 million followers.
My 2 million followers.
We're demanding a master class with Santos.
Alright, that sounds like a plan. I promise I got y'all. Alright guys, so now I'm going to go ahead and cut the crease. This is, again, it always looks messy before it looks good. So I'm taking some how you say this?
Micellar.
Micellar. I say Marcel. Marcel.
I always crack up in your videos. I'm like, yeah, he's taking his Marcel water.
Yeah, my Marcel water.
Whatever. Whatever.
And so this is my favorite actual part. Like, I love this. So I'm gonna have
hit me with it.
Alright, I'm gonna turn you here. So guys, when you are doing a cut crease, you want to be very, very aware of where your eyelid is, and you want to just go above it, okay? So you don't, if you guys want to keep it as natural as possible, just go a little over your eyelid. If you want to make it more dramatic, then just feel free and go as high as you want. But definitely, if you are keeping it beauty, keep it as close to perimeter of your eyelid. Does that make sense? Okay, good. Sometimes I'm not a good explainer. I don't think I'm a good explainer. That's why I don't want to educate nobody. No. I just do.
You know what you're doing.
Yeah, that's
when you know what you're doing, then it's easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's easier to explain it.
But I don't feel like I always know how to explain, you know. That's just me. That's my opinion. That's why I go into voiceover all the time, because I feel like I cannot explain shit. I don't know. This is just working. I feel like right now I'm not nervous. But I know Danielle. I know Danielle. We hang out at the job. We're so silly. But if this was with somebody else, I would probably be like this.
Well, like doing their makeup or explaining?
Both. I think that I would be super nervous in both aspects. I'm like, I don't know how to explain. I'll probably fumble over my words. But this is just wind up like just being good. I love this. Love this.
Do you enjoy doing makeup on other people?
I do. Honestly, one of my hardest challenges is honestly doing makeup on myself, because all my life I've been doing makeup on women. So to be like in this influencer position, to be sitting here doing my own makeup when my eye space is super short, it's very much a challenge. I love doing makeup on women. I do. I love it. It's my thing. But I'm learning. But I also appreciate that my eyes are much smaller, so I can work with those people that have smaller eyes. So it's a win-win situation for me as I see it now, you know? Wow, this is coming out really, really pretty. You guys see like this beautiful cut crease coming alive? Like, you see what I was saying, like the darker shade, it needs to be black. Like, it really, really does. Because that's what's going to create that magic. Like, really, really. Alright. That looks good.
It's so funny that you say it like you're more confident doing it on other people, because that's where you were like trained. But I'm literally like self-taught. Like everything that I know and that I do, it's something that I've come up with like myself, and that I've just taken from YouTube, from watching, like especially Jaclyn Hill. Yeah. Like when she was
amazing. Yeah.
She taught me everything.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I love Jaclyn. When she was like when she first started. Like, I used to love her.
Yeah.
She's just a different person now, but I do love her brand. Like, I just don't feel like she's the same. I don't know if it's because of, you know, she's made her name for herself, but I don't know.
I feel like when you get that big, you're kind of like, all right, like I can kind of like cruise now.
Yeah,
you know
yeah. I mean, she's in a different place. Yeah, she's in a different place too, so I'm not mad at her.
No, but she taught me a lot of, like, I used to literally get ready in my bathroom and watch her videos and like follow her step by step. Yeah.
It'd be like that. Alright guys, so I'm going to start cutting her crease. I'm going to take my P. Louise Acid Rain. Let me just get closer for you guys. This is the product. I don't know if it's focused, but this is it.
You guys know what it is.
Right.
It's the Cut Crease Base by P. Louise.
Yeah,
right?
that part.
Yeah.
So I'm just taking a little bit of this. This is where the magic is going to come together. This is where everything's going to come together because, again, cut crease is really just creating a exaggerated version of your eyelid. So when you are doing this, when you are doing the cut crease, you want to make sure that you go ahead and apply the base first. Don't worry about cutting the crease. Just make sure you pat it down and everything is nice and smooth because this base does set. And once it's set, it sucks to blend. It does because it's hard.
Yeah.
So I am just going to take my buffer brush before I actually start cutting the crease. Blend, blend, blend. I love this base. I do. I'll be telling everybody this base is so good.
I really need to invest in P. Louise. I need to try their stuff.
The next time I go to Thing, I'm just gonna buy you one. I'll buy you. I don't know if you want the paint or the base or both.
Both.
I'll definitely stop by.
Me both.
Because Morphe has this eyeshadow. From I forget the name of the brand, but they're really, really beautiful, and I'm mad I didn't get it the last time I went. Nectar told me to get it, and I was like, no, I don't want to get it. I didn't want to spend no money. I was being cheap. Yep.
Story of my life.
Facts. We live in New York. It's expensive to live here.
It's expensive to live.
Period.
That's it. Especially the life we live.
Oh, God.
We're bougie.
Why? Why are we like this? Why?
I don't know. Who raised us?
Yeah.
My parents are not bougie, so I don't know where the F I get it from.
Social media?
Probably. And the Kardashians. I grew up on the Kardashians.
Oh,
they came out when I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
So I was raised on the Kardashians. That's why I freaking love them so much.
Listen, the Kardashians, and they didn't finish. They're not done.
No.
Where's the damn base? Oh, yeah, they're not done. Don't they have another show?
Yeah, coming out April 14th. I'm so excited.
But what is this show about?
I guess the same thing. I haven't really seen much on it.
Is it the same channel?
No, it's gonna be on Hulu.
Oh, okay.
I guess they switch, and it's called The Kardashians, not Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
They just they probably just got a better deal with Hulu. They was like, E is not cutting it for us anymore.
Nope.
Oh, well. Alrighty. That piece is nice and sharp. I'm
getting chills. I'm so excited.
No, don't get no chills. You're gonna be good. So now guys, I'm gonna take a detailed brush after this and really just define that darker shade before we actually start connecting the outer part to the new lid.
To the new lid. He erased my old lid.
Yeah, she has a new eyelid.
Oh.
So I'm gonna take, this is like my little trick that I love to do. If I could find the brush, I know it's super thin. Do you see it? It's a thin, there, I got it. I'm gonna take an eyeliner brush and I'm just gonna go over that line so it looks nice and crisp.
So we finished the eyes, right?
Yeah. I'm just gonna do a little blending. Go ahead.
We did it off camera. With the second eye, we added a lash and a little bit of liner, and now we're moving on to the skin, which I'm so excited about.
Alright, so I am gonna go in and just pre-prep her skin. I mean, she already is moisturized. I'm just gonna use the Rare Beauty setting spray, and I'm just gonna rehydrate her skin because we've been playing with her eyes for a little bit. I want to make sure that her skin is nice and supple and ready to receive makeup.
To receive all the makeup.
Alright, all of that. Alright. So I am going to be using the Natasha, the Liquid Silk Primer. Right? Did I say that right?
Yes.
Canvas primer, whatever.
So good.
So I'm just going to take, what do you do?
Like that much.
Too much? I mean, 2 pumps. two pumps?
I do 2 pumps and I focus it here. Well, you're the artist. You do whatever you think is best.
No. I'm listening though. I like to know where like my clients like to put their makeup.
Yeah.
Because again, makeup is a preference. Understand that.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So we're gonna go ahead. I usually apply the primer in the center and then just work it outwards, so that way there's not a buildup. I feel like people overly put. See, now I'm just being a makeup artist.
Go ahead, be a makeup artist.
I just feel like a lot of people put a lot of product on the skin, and y'all like. I feel like people don't understand the science behind it. When you put on a lot of product, the makeup starts to look artificial.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you want like that skin or like how you say it.
Skin-like?
Yeah, skin-like or like just not that no makeup kind of look. You have to be easy.
Yeah.
Like, don't apply it so much. I know we are working for YouTube, and you know, at the end of the day, we want the product to stand out, but like, let's be realistic. Sometimes we just have to be easy with the look that we're trying to, you know, achieve. So I do like to go ahead and just focus most of it in the front, and then just take the excess back. We don't want no cakiness. I hate that. I hate that so much. All right. So I'm going to use a little bit of color corrector on Danielle. I am going to use a little bit of this pale pink. And I'm just going to use that right in the inner portion of her eye. I am going to use my finger too. This is creams are better worked with your finger. So I'm just going to make it look very sweaty. I always say that. Because
sweaty.
It just really marinates into the skin better when you do it like that. And instead of focusing right at her lash line, I'm just going to focus it right here and move the product upwards. Now what this is going to do, this technique allows, oh, that's the primer. This technique allows you not to have so much buildup under the eye so you don't get like creases. And especially on mature people, if you focus the concealer right here, she's not mature. If you focus it down here and then work the way up, they won't experience a lot of creasing. So we love that, yeah.
I do focus it right on my lash line too.
But if you take this technique moving forward and just try it out, let me know how it works for you. If you do this, you'll see that you won't get as much creasing and a lot of buildup on the inner part of the eye. So look, you're just, all of this is here and then you're blending up. So you're still getting coverage. You're not compromising coverage. You're just really focusing the bulk where you need it. The coverage. But when you focus it directly at the lash line, can get creasy, you know? Because you're layering products, yeah. Telling you guys my secrets over here.
It's the secrets channel right here.
You heard what she said, the secret channel. So that means you guys gotta stay tuned.
Oh yeah. We're full of secrets.
Yeah, so that's like, it really does help, especially, I learned that trick at Bobbi Brown and I'm very grateful because I have taken that, I have used that technique on myself and it does work. I am older than her, I am in my 30s, but it does work
But you have like 20-year-old skin.
No, I don't. But it does work. Regardless of the age, it works with helping with creasing. So if you are suffering from a lot of creasing, try this technique, it helps. Alright, so I'm just going to build up a little bit more. And when you are doing color corrector, if you guys do use color corrector, just make sure that the color corrector is working. If you're putting on a little bit and it's starting to color correct, you know that you have the right shade. Now if you're packing on a lot of corrector and it's not really doing a difference to the tone of the under eye, it's the wrong color corrector, guys. It truly is. I didn't put a lot of anything on here, and I can tell you that looking at her directly, you see that she has a brightness, and that's what we want. Look at her. Guys, so moving forward, we are going to go into foundation. We are going to be using the new Kosa's, what is this? Skin
Revealer Foundation. I haven't talked about it on YouTube, I don't think.
So talk about it.
No, I did a short on it. But you guys, in case you didn't see my short, this is where it's at. Forget about the NARS foundation. Let me know. I know that's your favorite. Let me know about this one. It's so good.
Yeah, I'm excited to try this on her.
So good.
It's my first time that I'm playing with it. Oh my gosh, and she's been raving about this, and I'm excited for it. Like, I really want to see how it performs. Even though you just put it on and it was beautiful in the last video.
Yeah. It's so good.
Yeah, this is so pretty.
It gives like the perfect amount of coverage where like your skin looks like your skin, but perfect.
All right, so let's talk about coverage. So let's talk about how much coverage on like you personally like.
It depends. Like, I am a full coverage girl, but I do appreciate a moment where I can do full coverage on my under eyes and then kind of do like a skin tint moment on the face.
Okay.
And not mind it.
Okay.
And then there's times like I want the coverage. Like, this gives me the perfect like in between. It's like my dream foundation.
Wow, that's a big claim. I love when you find a foundation that does everything that you want it to do.
Because you can tell I'm wearing makeup, but like you can't really even like tell. Like if you look at my skin, does it look like I'm wearing a lot?
No, and it has like a nice hydrating look to it. Yeah. Like a beautiful glow.
I think I'm telling you, it's the niacinamide, the hyaluronic acid that's in it. It's so good.
So I'm gonna build this, I guess, to a medium coverage, and I'm gonna do a temperature check with you, and then you let me know if you want more coverage.
Okay.
I do have my concealer palette here, so we can always add.
Okay.
But I'd like to make sure that you are comfortable with the makeup. I think that's important. I don't see a lot of makeup artists have temperature checks. I think that's so important.
I think that's so important too. Like when I was doing PD Sisters makeup, I was like, check it, make sure, see what you like, let me know, and then we can fix it.
Because you know, the thing is that... They know
their face.
Right. But also the thing is that like when you're doing makeup, like you want to make sure that the customer is happy. Because remember, you can add, but you can't take away.
Always. That's like a quote that I live by.
Unfortunately.
Just start off small and then always build.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, he's getting serious.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Come on, this is Danielle Blends. Like, what's up?
Do you think it's easier to stand and do somebody else's makeup?
Yeah. Because
you get like a 360 view.
Exactly. I like to be able to move around. It's just like a hairstylist.
Yeah.
You know. We want to make sure that we get every piece of hair, and that's just like for the skin. Now this foundation is kind of like a perfect color for you. I don't need to bring it down, but we're here, so why not? So I have a little bit of a base here on the neck. I'm gonna add just a little bit of coverage where I need it. I'm gonna go back into my palette.
Do your thing.
I'm gonna use I think you're NW20.
Yeah, that's always what I was.
Oh yeah?
NW20.
That's just a hard.
And then I think NC10 or something.
Ooh, NC10, that's corpse. That's corpse light. But I did use that a lot for my Halloween looks.
Oh,
Halloween looks is my favorite. Okay, so this is a kind of trick. This is like a pro tip here. For when you have a lot of a foundation that's very slippery, which this is, I like to make sure that I have a cream, something that's more matte, so that way the nose area doesn't separate. Even though you did tell me that this foundation did last all day, I guess I'm preparing for the worst. Because we're not about to have that, you know? Not at least.
Why is it that like foundation will separate on the nose?
Well, because the nose texture is different, you know? A lot of the times, remember, it can be we have oil glands all over our face. The only place that we do not have oil glands is under our eyes. That's why we always age there first.
Oh, really?
Yes. So we have a lot of oil glands on our nose. So depending on the foundation, it can really slip. And so what I'm trying to say, this is learning the science behind it, is that your skin is here, because there's oils and sebum on the skin, it doesn't allow it to bond. So it just stays like on the skin, and that's the pigment doesn't have nothing to bond, so it separates. So that's why when you use a cream on top of the nose, it bonds. So anything that's under it just looks good. So that's what I like to do. That's just a little like pro tip. And then whatever else, like the little bit of residual, you can take it where you might need a little bit more coverage. The NW20 was perfect. That's perfect. Alright, so we're going to move on to concealer. She gave me 2 concealers. I don't know what to do. So I guess I'm going to start off with Snow. The Snow's the darker one. No.
Snow's the darker one.
Yeah.
Swan's the lighter one.
Alright, so I'm going to work with...
That shade is always sold out. I think everybody is like that shade or something. Because every time I go to buy it,
Snow?
I don't know why. It's sold out everywhere.
The Snow?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, I love this concealer. Guys, this is personally one of my favorite concealers. So I can really talk to this product. Love this concealer.
He's the one that put me on, guys. I tried it years ago and hated it.
Yeah, it's a good concealer. It doesn't crease. It gives the perfect amount of coverage. Like we're here for it. Like there's nothing more to say. It's just a good concealer. If you guys have never tried this one, I highly recommend it. And I like the coverage. The coverage, you can build it from like a medium to full immediately.
It's so good.
It's crazy how good a product can be. Like, and then what happens when, like, I like a product that I can revisit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that. And this is that kind of product because I did I do love my Anastasia right now. And I'm sorry guys, I have to just get up real quick. I love my Anastasia, but I have played with this concealer again, and it's one of the ones that you keep in the collection.
Yeah. It's so good. I really want to get darker shades and use it for contour.
Contour? You know, I was thinking about that too. I was like, because this one lays beautifully on the skin. So I'm like, why not?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind having a whole collection of this concealer look from a baby. I don't know if you can see, like, her under eyes look like butter. Literally.
Like butter.
Like butter.
That's what we like on this channel.
Yeah. Butter. It looks so good. Love that. And she's very, very picky with her under eyes, y'all. If y'all do not know, now you know. Crazy. Yeah, she's a little crazy. Just a little bit. But no, she just wants her under eyes to look super smooth. It's not like she has wrinkles or anything.
I feel like I do. Sometimes I set them and then they crease like in like an hour later. I'm like, where did I go wrong?
That's makeup. Like
I know.
That's makeup. There's nothing that you can do. And the ones that the concealers that are very like crease free are so dry.
Yeah, because they're not
so dry.
I feel like the Too Faced one is like the perfect in between.
Yeah. Y'all need it. Y'all need it. Stop playing and get yourself some concealer, the Too Faced concealer, because it's lit if you've never tried it. And if you have tried it, sound off down below and let us know and let everybody else know how much you love it. The Kosas powder to set it. I'm gonna take.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. It's a big.
I love this brush. I
collection.
I love a brush like this. I love a tulip brush. Always.
Oh, so
always.
tulip,
yes, it's a tulip brush. Oh, that's not what you call it?
No, I just call it like a powder brush. I never thought to call it
tulip.
tulip.
Yes, this is a tulip brush. Oh my gosh. I love this one from MAC that I used to use for years, and then I have a NARS one. I bought a NARS one. Let me tell you, that brush cost me so much money.
Do you remember when the NARS, that like sculpting brush was so popular?
Which one?
The really thin black one.
The yak.
The yak. Was it?
It had, you talking about it had like a thing over it?
No, I know the one you're talking about.
Okay.
Remember the contour one? That was like.
But it didn't have the wire around it? No?
It was like really
you have to show me. Because I mean I love me some NARS. Like love me some NARS. And I own a lot of their brushes. That one brush that I bought from NARS was like $80. It was ridiculous.
NARS is expensive.
For real. She's looking
NARS contour brush. No, not nose contour brush.
Let me see.
Kabuki.
Oh yes, yeah, I have that one.
That one was so
I have that one.
popular.
Let me tell you, that freaking brush had my face snatched.
That was when like heavy contour was it.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, we
like the 2015 days.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly what it. Oh, when I was young. Oh my God.
I always see these like 2016 versus like 2021 like makeup like comparisons, and like low key, I still love a good 2016 makeup look. Yeah.
Like those. Oh my God, that was
just makeup. I think I can do without the brows. Like you know, remember how
the putty. What was it called?
The dip brow.
The dip brow. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, the MAC girls used to love it.
I hate dip brow because it looks so
so
fake.
so hard.
I used to use it, but
you used to you. Oh my goodness.
And then when I started my YouTube channel, I like watched myself one day and was like, why the fuck is one brow higher than the other? And it was because of the dip brow, because of how like carved out I would do it.
I'm so dead. Yeah, it was.
So
oh wow.
bad.
All right, I know. I only know how to use this because of Danielle. I watch her videos, so she does this. Watch. She goes 1, 2, and she does do. Sorry. Do. We gotta make the sound effects. Do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave the nose for last, and I'm gonna go ahead and just blend it out with this kind of brush. And I'm not going to blend downwards. You're gonna see a flip of the wrist going up. Okay, so I did put a little bit of cream color base on her, so I like to do that because when you actually put on a highlight before, you can see how much contour how much contour you put on. You can control the contour. Now, when you put contour on before, it's not the same. Like you kind of are gauging how much, but when you do it like this, say if you want to go for a natural look, you can see how much bronzer you're putting on, opposed to like going right into it and it's like stark and you can't take away, you know? Does that make sense? No?
Makes sense.
Okay, because you see, I can't explain. She's the explainer. So yeah, guys. So I'm just going ahead and just going upwards and kind of marinating that contour with the highlight. That's too natural for me, girls. Ooh, it's too natural.
Pick it up.
I'm going to put more. We're going to do another layer. And I'm actually going to put it on because I saw that this blended out really, really nice. So I'm going to put it on the pot. Alright. And then we're just going to go in. Absolutely. And we're just going to go upwards. It's so, like, hydrated.
It's such a good product.
I like the foundation. I'm not like gonna hold you. Like, that's really pretty. It looks really, really good. It looks traceless, like flawless, almost like an airbrushed.
Yeah, the foundation is so good.
I'm going now with the powder bronzer. I am gonna use the Mario. Go ahead, finish it off.
What is it? Soft Sculpt Bronzer. We added blush. The camera stopped recording, so we had to give it a minute to like cool down. But we added some blush. And now, what are you doing?
I'm just cleaning up. Her bottom lash line.
Because you guys know I never do that. I'm always scared of it because it makes my under eyes look puffy.
Does not. I'm about to buff her out in a good way.
The best way possible.
Alright, so Mavi, just look up for me again. And I'm just going to keep the darker part. I'm going to just keep the darkness at the end of the eye. I'm not going to close off the eye. I just never find that that's sexy at all when you close off the eye. So
I go back and forth sometimes. Like, I want it to be closed off, and times I'm like, oh, it looks better. Like, I feel like because my eyes are so big.
Yeah. I think for you, you can do both. For me, I just prefer to just keep it on the outside. But of course, if you were to request me to go ahead and close up the eye, I could.
Close it up. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm done. Yeah, I love a soft, like, smoky moment. And remember what I said, guys, you don't have to worry too much about your, like, if you have darkness on the inner part of your eye, it's okay when you're doing a darker color because it just brings it all together. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of, oh, you said they're not in the same order, so.
Yeah, he's just going in with a dark brown.
A dark brown, yes, and I'm just going to work that right into the lash line.
Literally, this palette fell backwards out of my vanity, face first.
Oh,
and you see how this one's cracked? Yeah. They were, and I had just bought it too. Oh. And this is Natasha Denona $65 palette, so you can imagine my anxiety in that moment.
I would have been crying.
I was just thankful they all didn't break. But like one of my favorite shades broke, which is that shimmer, and I was like, fuck.
Of course. What are you gonna do? But I mean, you made it work. The palette's still like salvageable, you know, and it's still working beautifully. Like the blend on Natasha Denona's shadows are amazing.
This foundation though looks
beautiful.
So good.
I'm gonna cop it. I'm copping it. Definitely.
It's so fucking amazing.
You just go. Oh, we're using another Rare Beauty.
Rare Beauty.
Alright guys, so we're gonna use the Rare Beauty mascara. What is the name of this mascara?
I don't even know.
Oh, it just says black mascara.
Yeah, I don't know. I forget what it's called, but you guys know the mascara. It's the only one that they make.
Look down for me. Oh, this is the only one she has. Okay. I didn't know that. Alright, so I'm gonna take the mascara and just look down for me. Alright, when I'm doing my clients' lashes, I am really the worst because I really get into the lashes, and it's almost like you wouldn't leave the house if you're without combed hair. So I'm like literally combing her lashes. I'm styling her lashes.
I like that.
So I'm really just getting right in there and getting all those lashes. Especially the front, guys. If you have a lot of lashes in the front, please make sure that you're moving them towards your nose. That's gonna give you that fanned out look.
That made such a difference.
You need to style your lashes. I promise you, I would not be holding you guys up by telling you don't do that. Like, you know. So for this part, just look to the side. So always look to the side if you are doing somebody else's makeup, and just really wiggle it right at the lash line. So this is not only going to make her lash band look fuller, but again, it's going to give her that fanned out lashes, especially because she has beautiful lashes and we just put a lash on there. So we want to really get the benefit of that natural lash, but we want to make it look like she has, you know, 10 times more lashes. So I'm going to give you guys a before and after. so she can show you. And then, guys, what I like to do, if you really want the lash to stand out, just literally wiggle at the end of the lash.
I always do that.
Yes, it makes a difference. It really, so when you look forward, you can really see the length of the lash, which is obviously sexy. So go ahead and just show them that.
Wow. Can you guys tell? I think you can see.
Yeah, that definitely.
So this obviously has nothing, and then this made all the difference.
Period.
That's crazy. So you think doing the mascara after is better?
I personally, as a makeup artist, do it that way because, again, I have control of hiding every imperfection. It looks so much better like that. Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, because my lashes never look that like seamless.
Yeah, and that's what we want, honestly. And that's another thing great that you said that. Seamless. I hate when you can see a lash on the eye. So this also makes it blend in with your natural lashes, and boom.
Yeah, hello. It feels like it's secure too.
Yeah. So if the wind comes and attacks, you know.
The wind has been playing me. Yeah. The last like 6 times I've worn lashes.
Y'all, I'm scared to touch her face now.
It'll ruin all his work.
Okay. Yeah, that's cute. Oh yes, yes, yes.
Lose my mind.
Oh yes, thank you for letting me know. So for any kind of fallout, you want to just take a nice clean brush, take your actual setting powder. I actually prefer loose powder for this, but I am going to use this powder because I actually really like it.
It's the closest one.
Yeah, it's so good. So look up for me. I like to take the brush like this and flick it upwards. Oh shit. There's highlight on here. Oh. There's highlight on there.
Clean brush. Oh, here, clean brush. Clean brush. Clean brush.
She told me it was clean.
Sorry, guys. I think I used it maybe.
No, it's okay. It's alright. So again, just grabbing a little bit of powder and pushing upwards. I'm like, I see shimmer. I see mad shimmer. Alright, so boop. There we go.
Yeah, I was gonna say bring the powder high too.
I know.
Love that effect.
Here, there's a little bit that got pushed into the skin.
Guys, so we just finished. This is the final look. Oh my god, I feel so pretty.
You look gorgeous.
I love it. You guys know I never ever do something like this. I'm such like a natural girl. Like this is so wild.
But the thing is that she still looks natural. She just has eyeshadow on, and that's what's changing up the look. Yeah. But I feel like you're ready to go to an event.
Yes.
Like you're giving me Hollywood.
My dream is to give Hollywood at all times.
Alright guys, let's just recap what we did. So literally, first of all, her skin is giving, and I have to just give a shout out to Kosas because now I'm buying this. This foundation looks amazing, and what I love about it is that it's giving skin. You don't see pigment. It's just very transparent to the skin, but it still gives the coverage. This one is one for the books, guys. So y'all definitely need that. Other than that, I mean, her eyes are just stunning. We did use the Glam palette.
Thor's like, you guys need to stop filming. I want to hang out. Thor is having FOMO.
He's like, y'all, it's done. He's been downstairs for hours. But this is what we did her eyeshadow look with. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So, guys, I'm not going to close out her intro, but this deserves more than a like. Go ahead and subscribe to my girl's channel. You look beautiful, Danielle. Thank you for having me on your channel.
Oh my god, I'm so happy we finally got to do this. Guys, so that completes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you check the description down below because I will be linking the other video that we filmed down there once Miss Thing gets it up and ready.
I promise I'll have it up to you guys soon.
But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Please do not forget to go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
Yes, and subscribe to Santos. All of his info will be down below. Everything is the same on his socials, PR Firecracker, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, everything. And let us know what you think of the look. I'm obviously going to take a selfie right now because I feel so pretty. Let us know.
You look gorgeous. You really truly do.
Oh my god.
Again, thank you for having me on your channel. And I can't wait to, do a part 2 and part 3. Guys, don't forget to let us know what you guys want to see from us.
Let us know. And thank you guys so much for watching, and we will catch you in our next collab.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Later.